That happened. All right, let's try it again. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. We're here at the Prom with Courtenay, Colin, and Izzy McCalla.
Hey.
Thank you for doing this. Can you give us a little about your background and how you both grew up? Were you theater nerds? Were you not into it as much as you are now?
All right, I'll start with that, shall I? I was definitely a theater nerd, but when I was growing up, there really weren't as many theater nerds as there are now, so I was kind of like on the low key about being a theater nerd. I was pretending to be like a cheerleader. But I always loved theater. I studied theater and I studied singing and acting when I was in high school and all the way through college. And then went to more college and went to so much college that I probably could be an MD right now instead of an actor. But that's how I ended up here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I grew up in New York, very close to the city, so Broadway was my regional theater. So I was kind of spoiled in that way. But I was a big theater nerd, although I wasn't allowed to think of pursuing acting for a while. My mom wanted me to be a nuclear physicist. Didn't work out so well for you, Mom. Sorry about that. But I started taking dance class at a studio nearby and luckily got a scholarship for that. So I took dance from like 9 to 18, and then I went to the University of Michigan for musical theater, which was an incredible school. And then after that, we had a showcase in New York, and I got an agent, and I've kind of been pounding the pavement ever since.
Now, if you guys could do another show together, whether it's playing mother or daughter, or just being in it together, without playing mother and daughter, what would it be? And why?
That's a great question. That is a great question. Okay, so if we got to do another show together, would I rather it be as mother and daughter or something else?
Yeah, either
or.
Yeah.
Well, since we've sort of explored our mother-daughter relationship in the Prom, and I do feel like Izzy is my daughter. I really do. I mean, off stage, I
call
act
her
like
Mom.
she calls me Mom, and I act like she is my daughter.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to have a daughter like Izzy McCalla?
Who wouldn't have a mom like you?
Yeah. But so I think it would be fun to do something different. Play like some other kind of characters.
Yeah.
Arch enemies.
I had a really sad one, but I think we both think that we don't get to be funny on stage so much, so it would be fun to do something comedic. Oh yeah, what could we do? That's
something crazy.
I think a new show that's written just for us.
Crazy and comedic.
It's ridiculous. Nobody knows what the plot is except for us.
Yes.
It's like Waiting for Godot, but
yeah, it would be fun.
yeah. This was a really sad. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say.
What? Terms of Endearment?
Yeah.
Oh God. Or Steel Magnolias or something. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
We could do that, but that would be so
No,
sad.
that'd be too sad. We're gonna do the comedy that nobody understands what it is except for us.
Do you have an idea, Jesse?
No, I was just wondering.
Okay.
We'll think on it too.
Help us
Yeah.
think of one. That would be fun.
If you could take one thing from Atlanta and put it back in the show for one night, what would it be and why?
Oh, that's a great question.
That is a good question.
Well, there is something that happened. I did put it back in one night. It wasn't necessarily something that I would have chosen to put in. It was a lyric change.
Oh,
Do you remember, Izzy? And it came out. Okay,
yeah,
so when
really
I only have like 8 lines that I sing in the show, and so the
During
line
Mrs. Green's
is,
Lament.
I say, what was my line?
I don't like when strangers
I don't like when strangers get in my way, or anyone who messes with the PTA. And then I say, in this show, I say, well, maybe that's just me. But in Atlanta, we said, those people disgust me. And accidentally did it one day. And Izzy looked at me and I went, oh. and I had to keep going, and she was laughing
I was
so
laughing
hard.
so
and
hard.
everybody backstage was
Laughing.
cracking up. They're like, those people disgust me.
Yeah.
But the writers took that out for obvious reasons.
That was really good. Oh, sorry. I think there was a really cool part in Love Thy Neighbor. There was a bridge section of the music where it was kind of the rap, and it's been, there's a set of rules for us. Right there in Leviticus. No eating pork or eating fat. The Cheesecake Factory won't like that. Don't cut your hair or change your clothes. Those ripped up jeans, get rid of those. Curse your parents, save your bed. You'll be getting put to death. Don't gossip and don't tell a lie, cause that makes baby Jesus cry. I miss that. That was always so fun.
That is Clinton's favorite part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How has the prom changed from Atlanta to now?
It has gotten more, the story has gotten more consistent and clear. In Atlanta, we had a lot of different sketches, and you had to use a lot of your imagination. There wasn't as much a relationship between Mrs. Green and Alyssa, so they wrote more scenes for us so that you could see sort of the love that they have for each other, as well as sort of the fights that they have. So what Casey did when they came to New York is they really made the show flow more, so that you get on the roller coaster of the prom, and it just you ride through to the end, and it's a smooth ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your
I was the understudy in Atlanta, so I was new to the Broadway production. No, not new to the show, but new to the role. Yeah, so I took over the role of Alyssa, which was fun, and that relationship changed a lot.
You ever went on vacation?
No, I never did. I just had rehearsals. Yeah.
Now, as everyone knows, this is a Casey Nicola production. Are you surprised that there is no Casey Nicola signature tap dance?
Oh yeah! That's a great question.
I mean, I think this is the only show without tapping in the entire thing. However, I will say that we created a tap dance that happens backstage during the entr'acte. So there is some tap that goes on, but the audience doesn't get to see it.
Yeah.
But he was trying to branch out and do something new and exciting, so that's why.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about a little other roles before we talk about the bad news. I'm trying to avoid, but we have to talk about. You spent a year with my friend Adam on tour. Yeah, good old Adam Jacobs.
Adam Jacobs, he's the best.
Yeah. Now, can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, so I did a national tour of Aladdin, and I played Jasmine, and Adam Jacobs, who was the original Aladdin on Broadway, came and opened the tour with us. So I got to be his scene partner for a year, and he was so professional, so down to earth, really funny. We had a really great time together. He was a perfect first professional love interest.
Didn't you make your Broadway debut as Jasmine?
I did. I got to make my Broadway debut. Casey Nicola made it happen because he wanted me to be here when we were doing the lab of the prom to be part of the creation of it. So I got to do the prom during the day and then play Jasmine at night on Broadway for 5 weeks, which was insane. It was so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And you were a working mom in Atlanta. How was that? Can you talk about a little about that?
Yes, I'd be happy to. So I work at the Alliance Theater in Atlanta, and the Alliance is, as we talked about, where the prom premiered in 2016. And I love being able to do what I love to do, and be an actress, and then also raise these two boys, which I have successfully done as of this year.
She did.
My
They
last one
graduated.
graduated, so I'm going to be an empty nester. So maybe I might spend a little more time up in New York now.
So now that talk about the closing.
Oh.
When I read that on Clifford's page, on Facebook, I'm like, what?
I know. I know. We were too.
Yeah, so what's next for you guys? Izzy?
Don't know yet. Only time will tell. Yeah.
No, only
A lot of vacation. That'll happen.
Yeah. Where don't you have a vacation plan?
I am gonna go to Croatia. It should be fun. So that's my vacation that's planned. And then I'll come back and start pounding the pavement and auditioning again. It's gonna be
Yep,
fun.
and what about?
Well,
Are you
I'm gonna
going
go
back?
home. I'm gonna go home. We close on the 11th,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go home on the 13th. But I'm not packing all of my clothes up from New York, so I'm just taking some things. But the exciting thing that I'm gonna have to do, to look forward to, is I'm gonna be doing my holiday cabaret at the Alliance Theater. It's called Home for the Holidays, Courtney's Cabaret. So that's gonna be fun.
Are you going?
I think I am.
She's gonna come be a
Angie and I
mystery
have
guest.
talked. Yeah, I'm gonna come be. Well, it's not a mystery anymore.
Well, it will be, because they won't, the audience won't know. So every day
Oh,
I have,
okay, right,
I have
right,
a different
right.
mystery guest every show. So I do 26 shows.
That's fun.
And no one knows who's coming. So you could see, like 2 years ago when I did it, you could see Laura Linney might show up, or Izzy McCalla, or the Chick-fil-A cow, or Baton Bob, who is this wonderful character, Atlanta sort of character who twirls his baton through the streets of Atlanta.
I just got done with my one-man play just before I came here.
You did?
Yeah, I took over my friend's game show for one night, and we did Family Feud,
Nice.
Jeopardy, $25,000 pyramid.
Oh, how fun.
Name that tune, and I had this crazy, wacky outfit with this crazy, wacky wig.
I want to see that. Where can we see that?
It was
We have no pictures. It's on this.
on my YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'll
Very
have to
cool.
look.
Very cool.
I just want to thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much for
You
having
too.
us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Something about only till August 18th only. Bye.
Bye.